mature audiences only and contains strong or potentially offensive language of an adult and sexual nature. So, listener discretion advised.
The views and opinions expressed on the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City do not reflect those of this station or its affiliates.
All music, stories, and characters are the sole property of their creators and are protected under international copyright law.
Sierra, Sweet Cheeks, Toxie, and Glitz are personalities put on for your entertainment.
Their stories are real, their language is explicit, and their behavior's out-fucking-rageous.
If you can't take the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen.
Blasting to you straight out of Las Vegas, Nevada, it is the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City, starring Sierra, Sweet Cheeks, Glitz, and Toxie. Good evening, Las Vegas.
People around the world.
And all you motherfuckers who aren't here tonight.
Except us. We are here.
We are here.
Which apparently makes us not motherfuckers.
Nope. Although I have fucked a mother or two in my life. Just saying.
Awkward silence.
So apparently it's the Sierra and Toxie Power 3 hours. Trace bitches.
3 hours. 3 hours.
We can do this.
We've done it many times.
Yeah.
We're awesome enough that we could pull it off.
Well, we got a lot of shit to talk about too, you know. Like Utopia.
Oh, don't even get me going.
Suicide threats.
God. We'll have plenty to talk about there.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Jackasses in general.
I'm a little hungover.
Why are you hungover?
Because I went, surprise, drinking.
Oh my God.
And I think it's, as I'm getting a little older, taking a lot longer to spring back. So, yeah, so I'm a little old. I'm realizing it.
Well, you know, as long as you don't let it keep you down, babe.
It won't.
No?
It won't.
You're
I'll be the one wheeling myself into the bar.
No. Let's be honest. You'll be on your little rascal. Your little mobility device. Powered scooters.
Meep, meep. Little streamers off the side.
Sparkling hubcaps.
Oh, it'll be great.
So where'd you go? Where'd you go drinking?
Just downtown.
Oh, I love
Places
downtown.
Downtown, so it's fun down there.
It
It's
is.
a nice time.
It's not as expensive as the Strip, but it's better than your local bar.
It is. We went to this one place where I think the bartender, you know, I go up and I ask for Jaeger and Red Bull, and first she pauses a moment and, you know, kind of decides how to react, and then she says, "We don't carry Jaeger here," which is a first of anywhere.
That is my bar. Where was this at? Was it at Hennessy's?
No.
No?
It was one of the bars down there, and so she showed me this list of like all this fancy shit.
And you're just like, I just want some Jaeger.
And so that's it. I just want some Jaeger. So instead, she did find me something that tastes very similar to Jaeger, but she schooled me on the history of it. So
Was it Sambuca?
no, it was called. I had to take a picture because I can never remember anything.
Especially after she's been drinking anything.
Especially. That's nice. I don't remember some of these pictures on my phone. I will tell a funny story though in a little bit. It's called a Verna.
A Verna.
And she knew the whole history. It's been around like since 1868. It's very similar. It did taste very delicious, but I had so much that I
Blacked out?
I ran them out.
Oh, did you really?
So they ran out of it. So then she suggested a few other things, but the best part is she kept wanting to try, and of course I can't remember what any of them are called right now, but she's like, well, try this. This has this in it. It has a hint of this and this and this. So she kept giving me little samples to try, and I'm like, I wonder how long I can keep this up. Trying different things. But there's another one I tried, and she's like, it's made by monks. What more do you need to know? And I'm
You
like,
were like, that's it.
That's it. Like, sold, whatever it is. And so she mixes it up, and traditionally downtown is a lot cheaper than elsewhere, but she gives me this little tiny glass, and she's like, $14.
You're like, whoop.
I'm like, someone's got to pay the fucking monks because $14 and the whole drink was not made of that monk shit. So I probably shouldn't say monk shit. I don't know. I'm gonna go to
What
hell
is
for that
monk
one.
shit? Oh, probably not. Depends on what kind of monks.
I don't think they'll be listening.
No, I don't think they're going to be
So
offended.
we'll never know. They will never know that I thought their alcohol was overpriced.
But was it good?
I yeah, I mean it was okay. It
It
was
was
alcohol.
alcohol.
So
I
it
get it.
was, it was fancy alcohol. I'm not a fancy person. We left and we went somewhere else, and then first thing I did was rush in there and I'm like, Jaeger and Red Bull, please. As I'm taking a sip, I'm like,
So gross. I hate Red Bull and Jaeger.
oh,
It's the grossest thing
they go
ever.
together like candy. They really do.
A really gross candy.
So I have to I was going to save this for ketchup, so now I have shit for ketchups. But since we're talking about it, at one point I have some text to Mr. Toxie. Because again, my favorite part of going out drinking is reading
Drunk
my
texting.
text the next day. And
Mr. Toxie didn't go drinking with
I
you?
know he went. Yeah, he went. But I guess at one point he looked, he wasn't enjoying himself. And I'm like, you just go. And I told him, just go, I'll find a way home. And he's like, no, I'm not going to leave you here. So my text is, you can go and I will take an Uber car home. Just leave the key under the mat and leave me your debit card. And so I downloaded the Uber app on my phone. And then this morning I also noticed on one of my other things, I was trying to access my PayPal account to pay for Uber.
Oh my goodness.
Meanwhile, he never left me.
That's hilarious.
But at one point, I just decided I was just going to take an Uber car home. And
Do you know anyone who's used the Uber service yet?
I don't, but I believe that there are several people, including if we'll have to ask Desiree, but I think she might have even signed up to be an Uber driver.
Really?
Or gotten the paperwork done, but they'll get arrested. So I'm sure I'd have to pay extra and get them out of jail.
No, you don't have to. Uber's paying it.
Oh, Uber.
Yeah, Uber.
Actually, that is true. Uber is paying
Uber
it.
is paying all of the impound fees and the bails and all of the court fees to get the Uber drivers legal here.
That's
Although
awesome.
technically, the Uber drivers aren't really doing anything illegal. All Uber is doing is taking people who need a ride and connecting them with people who are in the area and willing to give them a ride.
And they're background checked. I mean, they're individuals
Right.
who have done background checks, driver record. There's certain criteria they have to meet in order to be an Uber driver. But what it is this
You're not going to end up in the back of Uncle Clem's 77 Chevelle that's missing a hubcap and 4 different tires on it.
But there's certain people in places that run this town, unions, run this town without a doubt.
Cab unions.
And part of that is transportation. And so they pretty much seem to have managed a lock on it to where they don't want Uber here. Now, Uber's very successful in other markets, although I did see a GoFundMe. This would be me. I saw somebody's GoFundMe account online where for their birthday, they had gone out to drink and took an Uber ride home, but because it was on Halloween, they woke up the next day with a $300 and some charge from Uber because it's a premium service on a premium night. And so it was like her rent money.
Wow.
That she didn't know she was paying. So she started a GoFundMe account to recover her Uber fees from the night before.
I wonder what a New Year's Eve or New Year's Day.
Probably ridiculous.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you're going to go out on, New Year's in Las Vegas, that's your best bet.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm a big fan of there's the Bar Owners Association here in town. There's a nonprofit organization called Free Ride, and it's not free. It is sometimes. Sometimes the bars it depends on the bar, will make an arrangement with this service so that if you are too drunk to drive yourself home, either you or the bartender will call this service. They will send a car and 2 people. Again, they've been background checked and, all that other stuff. They will come and pick you and your car up, drive you and your car back to your house, and then make sure you get in the house okay, give you your car keys, and then go.
Yeah, we call that Mr. Toxie.
Yeah, Mr. Toxie. But then in this instance, you get you and your car home, and the nonprofit is pretty good about on high drinking days like New Year's Day and St. Patrick's Day, Cinco de Mayo, things like that. They will occasionally just offer their service for free if they've made enough money in the year. It's a great service.
Wow.
I gotta say, I've used it. I got pregnant that night, but I did use it.
Warning. When using this service, you might get pregnant.
Right, if you're going to get drunk enough to need a service to drive you and your vehicle home, make sure you use a condom that night. My excuse is I was drunk. I was way, way, way obliterated. Like, we both passed out in my truck waiting for the service to come. We were both wasted drunk.
And that's when you know it's a good idea to fuck.
That's right.
You're like, we're passed out drunk in the vehicle?
Right.
That means it's a good time to have sex.
Let this be a lesson to all of you young people who listen to our show. Don't drink and fuck. It leads to babies.
Really? They don't come via stork?
No.
No. I love how we're coordinated.
I know, that was
Pretty
kind
awesome.
Yeah. I got little pearls on today, though.
Aw,
Pearls.
almost like a pearl necklace. But not
I'll
quite.
be getting one of those later.
Will you?
Certain of it.
Is Kelly guy in town?
Oh, yeah. He's in town. Usually the last quarter of the year from like October through the 1st, he's in town like the whole time because it's just ridiculous for him to go home for a week and then come back here and then go home for a week and then come back here. We've tried to coordinate it so that maybe I go there for a holiday, but it's just not going to work out. It's so expensive because we have to rent a car when I'm there with my son because his car only seats 2 people. He's, one of those single dude bachelor vroom cars. So no seat for an additional individual.
So there's no sex in the car.
Oh, good Lord, no. There's barely me in the car. I had to drive it home the other night because we went to a whiskey tasting at my mom's, and so I was like, "You feel free to drink all you want. I'll drive home." I forgot that I need a shoehorn to get into the driver's side of the car because everything's like right here. It's like driving in a jet cockpit, only there's less room. Everything is like right on top of you. My knees hit the dashboard and it's a stick, so it's all weird.
So it's even better.
Yeah. Yay.
Yay.
So
I once had I drive a stick and I drive a standard vehicle as well. And but I had a friend, I was pregnant at the time, and it was his birthday. And to give you an idea of how drunk he was, before we even got to the main party, he was already so drunk that we had stopped for gas at a gas station. And I turn and he's trying to drink gas out of the gas pump.
what?
He obviously it wasn't like pouring out. There were like drops coming out. We had to run and get him and stop him. And this is before the main party.
Wow.
So
Was it his 21st birthday or something?
no, but it was his early 20s. So it was a big party. And let me figure. It would have been 11 or so years ago. So yeah, early 20s.
Mhm.
And so the night ended up with him like covered in puke outside. Everybody stripped him, hosed him down, put his clothes in a bag, and they're like, we have to get him home now.
Come on in.
Hello. Hello, come on in.
We have guests. Well, we have people at least. I don't know if they're guests. They're more like family. So which one did you bring? Charles, Chuck, Clem, Clarence?
Can you guys get through?
Charles today?
You've been good.
I got you cake pops for your birthday.
Happy birthday.
Aw.
So to finish the story, my friend, he's outside and he's like hosed off. And somebody has to take him home, but nobody can drive a stick but myself. So we had to put my naked friend in his own vehicle for me to drive him home. And every time we kept turning a corner, he was like flopping over on me. So,
Him or his penis?
him, I mean, his penis was down the seat. It was a friend of mine. We're talking about just being really, really super drunk.
You scoot closer to her, like sit like right next to her.
Okay.
She always has like a collection of.
I do. I don't travel lightly.
Well, there, now
Okay,
we can see
so-
your boobs.
Oh, good.
As long as we get the boobs in there. I have the same problem. I just gotta make sure we get my boobs in there. So anyway, so I get him home, and now I have to get him in the house where his mother and his stepfather are. I don't know if I mentioned that his mother and stepfather were my employees at work. So I had to like get him in the house, in bed, completely naked. And that was it.
Had to get him naked?
No, he had to be hosed off. He had vomited so bad. They laid him outside. Yeah.
I was like, you had to get him naked?
Yes.
Foxy had to?
Yes, had to.
Can't get any more pregnant when you're pregnant.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're like, let the pregnant lady take care of it. So that's it. I had to get him in and get him to bed. And I ended up, the whole purpose was I had to drive it because his vehicle was a stick.
Right.
So 3 hours later, my story's done.
Sorry about that interruption. That's my fault.
We were just telling really drunken driving stories. We were talking about the Uber service, and it devolved into the one time I got really drunk and I had to call that free ride service that the the Southern Nevada Bar Owners Association.
Oh.
They contribute to this nonprofit here in town that for a nominal fee and sometimes for free they'll come and pick you up and take you and your car home.
Oh, nice.
That was the night I got pregnant.
I wish I would have known about that all those other times.
Well, I was telling her that last night I went out drinking and I found
that's a shocker.
I know. Woo! And I found texts to my husband who was there and did not leave. At one point he didn't look like he was having fun, so I said, "Leave, I'll find a way home." And then I'm texting him that I'm going to take Uber home and just leave me his debit card and put the house key under the mat. And then I find I had downloaded the Uber app, and then on one of my other screens I was trying to access my PayPal account to pay for Uber. So
It was good times.
it was apparently fun.
Hell of a night.
I'm jealous. I was trying to be in bed early.
I was trying to poop, but that's another story for
I
later.
haven't done that for a couple days. I don't know what's happening there.
Well, stop it, because it's
Right.
catching or something, because I'm normally a very regular pooper, and I'm starting to get worried.
Can you eat prunes?
You know, I haven't tried that yet. I did do a couple of the squishies up the booties, but
Did you?
nothing.
Nothing?
You did some enemas?
Yeah, I did a couple of enemas.
And
Can we do another
I got a
enema
little,
here
but not
on
much.
air?
No, because no.
what have you been eating?
Huh?
What have you been eating?
Just my normal stuff. I
Have you
no
been
idea
having
what's
lots of
going on.
butt sex?
Nope.
So it's not like
No different.
compacted up there.
It's not like
Did you have butt sex at some point and something accidentally got stuck up there? No.
No, there has been no butt sex. No butt sex.
Charles
Could there be a
White-
hamster up there?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're
He's over there
into.
Like, no butt sex.
Butt
I'm
sex
not
causes constipation.
Completely sure what you're into. So can there no animals?
No
nothing.
animals, no.
Okay.
There's no gerbils hidden.
Yeah,
No,
gerbils.
it was so bad last night. We were trying to have sex, and there's usually, the preliminary fiddling and farting around, and I had
No
had-
pun intended.
actually no farting. No, there was plenty of farting today, but not last night. And every time I had an orgasm, because everything clenched down there, and because I'm so full, it hurt. I was like, ah!
You better get some softeners.
Yeah, well, that's my next step is that crap. I hope to crap.
Well,
could really
I mean,
use
when
it.
did you do an enema? That should clear everything out of
It
you.
should, but it did not. And it would clear, like, you could tell. It was like, oh, look, it cleared up some, and then be like, "Wah, here you are, into the road,
Sin
This
City
one's
Bounty, where we
big.
talk about enemas and
pooping."
poop
Welcome
blockage.
to the show, Charles.
Glad
Well,
you're here.
I can just say that
Technology.
Cali guy's been taking full advantage of this to use every shit pun he can possibly think of.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I didn't poop. Really? No shit? Thanks, babe.
So clever.
I don't give a shit. No, you don't give a shit.
Where are you taking when you take a shit? Where do you really take it to?
Right?
You know what
I
I'm
wonder the
doing?
same thing.
I'm going to take the Browns to the Super Bowl. That's what I tell you.
I didn't know what that meant. I absolutely had no idea what that meant the first time I heard that. And
Take
I'm like,
Huxtables to the water
why
park.
are you going to the Super
one's
Bowl?
even more.
Oh, that's bad.
That's bad.
I'm like, why are you going to the Super Bowl? I don't understand. I didn't even know you were a fan of
And who
football.
are the Browns?
Yeah.
Why are we going to? Why are you taking me?
I'm like, I thought
I
it
don't
was
get
like Denver in the Super Bowl. I don't understand. And the Super Bowl was months ago. But you were the first one who said it. I think you posted on Facebook, and I was so confused. I'm like, what's Super Bowl?
have to Urban Dictionary that.
Basically, yes.
Browns to the Super Bowl.
That's funny.
That's the only time the Browns go to the Super Bowl.
Right. And who were the Browns again?
Well, I'm glad that I can educate you about something
Yes,
once in a while.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're all tired in here.
I'm sorry.
She's hungover. You're tired. I can't poop.
Exhausted. I was
How
like,
did it go?
It went better today. Like yesterday was a really tough day. The area that, just for everybody listening,
Catch us
I
all
had
up.
a plus size clothing sale and yard sale for the charity, the Doggy Do-Overs, that I've been working on, and I had it at a friend of mine's house over on the east side of town, and let's just say that that's probably not a good area for income.
Which section?
Asian lady argued with me. She actually yelled at me over $1, and I had to put my foot down. Yeah, it was damn near Godzilla moment, that bitch. I was like, she yelled at me. She had a whole bunch of stuff, and it was all like brand new stuff, and like some of it was in, the cellophane still, and like, so she gets this pile, and it's all, probably individually priced. It would have been like $12, and it's a yard sale though, and it's for charity. So she was like, I'll give you. She essentially wanted to pay 50 cents for everything. And so she was like, I want all this for $3. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, let's just, call it fair and say 4. Right? And I was just like, that seems fair to me. Like, super fair. And she's like, I want it for 3. And I was like, $4. And she, like, looked up at me and, like, 3! And I was like, $4. And I was like, I cannot believe this little Asian lady just yelled at me. I was about to go hard. I was like, and I was thinking, if she says one more thing, every time she says something, I'm raising it $1. I was like, the next time she says $3, I'm like $5. But then she just, I guess, knew I was not budging off that $4, and so she handed me a $5 bill, and I almost walked away. I was like, bitch.
No change.
Right? No change for you! But I gave her $1 back, and she just kind of glared at me and walked away, and I was like...
giving her a penny.
I was like, right for your thoughts. Shit, I was like, bitch, I can't believe she just yelled at me. I was like, it's for charity, bitch.
What the fuck?
God, I was so aggravated. I was like, this little Asian lady just yelled at me. And then, I don't think I'm made for the yard sailing, like holding yard sales.
And dickering.
Yeah, I don't do well on the bartering and whatnot.
Okay.
Because like I had a brand new Build-A-Bear, right? Brand new.
I love Build-A-Bears.
Yeah, it was brand new Build-A-Bear, new in the box. Still had the and it was mine, so I know how much it cost. It was like almost $100. It's the birth certificate, like it was all still
ready to go.
Brand new. So this lady comes and she's like, "I'll give you $1 for it."
You said,
I
no.
was like, "No." I was like, "It's $100, bear."
Yeah, once you add the clothes.
Yeah,
and
well,
all
because
of
you have to
the-
buy
you
everything
dress 'em up.
individually,
Mhm.
and it had a full like suit and tie and like glasses and little fancy shoes, and like it was
Yeah.
expensive.
Because
And-
my daughter's college education basically has already been pre-spent on Build-A-Bear stuff.
Right.
So one day when she can't go to college, I'm gonna be like, look in your bedroom. You see
Right,
all that
and
Build-A-Bear
see all that
shit?
Build-A-Bear?
There you
So,
go.
and it was all like custom stuff, so it was an expensive bear. And I mean, a little kid came in today and was like, "How much is the bear?" And I was like, $5, because he was adorable, right, Charles? Wasn't he the cutest little kid? I was like, $5, you can have the bear. But I was like, this bitch offered me $1. I was like, I'm gonna punch you in your throat. I'm just not set for, like, I mean, I appreciate more than anyone a good deal, but I'm not gonna go and try to, you know, steal the cow. You know, like, shit. You know, it's for a good cause. I mean, I'm not trying to get rich off, this shit. But I feel like if I'm selling clothes that are for $1 that still have the tags on them,
just pay the dollar
just
and
pay
walk
the
away.
fucking dollar and be on your way.
Yeah.
Like, don't offer me 50 cents, bitch. Just pay the $1 and be on.
Still have a lot of it left?
Yeah, actually, no. Because this was 2 sales worth, so we donated all the remaining clothes to Safe Nest, and then we'll start over for our next sale, 6 months.
Nice.
So I'll start collecting. So, because I realized that if I continue to build, like, compile clothes every single time and keep them, that I'm gonna hoard myself out of my home. like, it's just too many. I mean, there was like 400 pounds of clothes left, and we got rid of, literally, no pun intended, but we got rid of a ton. So, I mean, and there was a couple ladies that came and, I just said, pay what you can. Like, it's for charity. If you need clothes and you don't have any money, pay what you can. Because, this lady came and she was talking to me about how she'd gained weight and she didn't have any clothes, and, she was looking for a job and she didn't have anything to wear. And I just told her, I was like, well, take what you want and pay what you can. And she took, like, I counted 44 garments and she gave me like $13, which I was okay with, and I was like, it's for charity, it's a good cause, and if I can help somebody out in the process, then I'm all about it. So
yeah, I love yard sales. I love getting a deal too, and I actually like the dickering part of it, but
it's not
I don't dicker too much.
You're on the other end of it, it might be cool. Like, if you're going to the yard sale and you're bartering with somebody.
I've thrown a couple of yard sales too, but my thing is when you walk up to a yard sale, you're expecting to get a deal on something. Not paying like $5 less than retail. Like, that's
right.
Listen, dude, it's used, it's dirty, it's got your name on it. So like we rolled up, my son and I picked my son up from my mom's because she watched him for me last night. That's a story, but she watched him for me last night, and so I picked him up and I had to go get the car smogged because the registration's due on the car. And then as we were driving to the smog place, we kept passing all these yard sale signs. We're like, let's stop at a couple on our way home. And I stopped at one, and they had these great canvas tool bags that electrical linemen will use because they don't conduct electricity because they're made of canvas and wood and hemp rope, basically, with sometimes a little leather bottom on them or something like that. I said leather bottom. And so I walk up and he's got like 8 of them, and I'm like, oh, these would be great because I could put my tools in them and I don't have to, haul this heavy metal box around. And so I'm like, well, how much do you want? And he goes, well, for the ones with the plastic bottoms, $20, and the ones that are leather bottom, $40. And I'm like, I can get them brand new for $50. Why would I pay $10 less for one that's used, stained, and has your name all over it? Like,
right?
Fuck. I was like, if he'd have said 10, I'd have bought one, but he did not. And I could tell right away he was not going to barter with me.
Right.
Because there was another guy there who was trying to, this guy had a bunch of tools. He was trying to sell these tools. So this guy walks up and they're like, 20, he's like telling him $20, $30, $40 a piece. And the guy's like, I'll give you $5 a piece. And he's like, no way, man, I'm not selling these for $5 a piece. I'm like, oh, peace out. Let's go.
Right.
He apparently thinks his shit's worth more than it actually is.
Well, if he wants to sell them like that, then, sell his shit on eBay or whatever. Because that's what, like, we kept a few items. The good items that still have the tags on it and stuff like that, we kept, and we'll, one day when I find time in my schedule, I'll throw them bitches on eBay. Like,
what have you thought about selling them on the Fat 2, the clothing sale group?
I'd like to sell them on a lot of things. I need an assistant so bad. I need somebody to.
We should go in together on an assistant.
Yeah, right.
I need one work-wise and to manage my life.
to manage my life. That's a whole job in itself.
You guys need personal.
You don't need an assistant. You need a wife.
I do need a wife.
A real wife.
I do.
I'll be your wife, but no sex.
That's
If
good.
I'm a
It's
vagabond.
okay. Yeah, no, that works.
I'm good at managing other people, though.
I'm okay with that. That's what I need.
Yeah, myself. But other people,
I'm
really good at.
I'm so much better giving everyone else like advice and telling them here's what to do. Do you have a problem? Do this, and this. Want more issues? This, and follow what I'm saying. Do what I'm doing. Do what I'm saying. When it comes to my own life, forget it.
Right.
I'm a mess. I'm a hot mess.
I will second that.
I will third that motion. Motion passed to the board.
Toxie's
Toxie's
a hot mess.
It's okay. There's worse things that could be called, so I will accept that.
Well, yeah. Just kidding.
I know it's true. There's worse things in this world.
That's true. There is worse things.
There's some.
I think I've been called the majority of them.
There's some sort of psychological or psychic thing, some sort of extra supernatural thing happening to you. Everything else near you is in perfect focus. You are a little bit blurry on the camera. Your microphone, your computer, your notepad, this one sitting next to you, everything perfect focus. You are a little bit blurry. Well, you're not going to see if you move off the camera. Good thing you're pretty.
Blonde moment.
Oh, you're right. I mean, I am. Look, I am blurry.
Look, if you sat right next to her, look, everything else.
There you go. Look at it for yourself. I am.
Your boobs are as clear as day.
And she's a little bit blurry.
Ironically, everything to me right now is blurry. I think I have dirt in my eyes. I'm a mess.
You want to wear a contact?
I have no makeup on, which I normally would never be on camera like this.
And I would like to
and
take
I probably have like an inch of dirt
I'd like to talk
in my
about
pores.
balls.
But
Every
I'm
Sunday
here.
from
I'm glad
7
you're
p.m.
here.
You can listen to me and my
I'm glad you
co-host
made it.
talk about
Sitting at
balls.
Famous Dave's,
You
I
can
went for
listen
my
to
birthday
us on
dinner.
VegasAllNetRadio.com, or you
I
can
was
watch
like,
us at
as Charlie
SinCityBounty.com.
said,
We'll talk
you
about
might have to
balls
lift
every
me out of
Sunday
this
from 7 to 10
booth.
p.m.
I don't know. I guess
Hi, this is Corey
muster
Taylor
up the energy
from
to.
Corey Taylor
Do
Talks,
you lift, bro?
Las Vegas's
Do you
only
lift?
online teen
Bro.
talk show, live from Las Vegas.
You
My
related
Like,
show's
where you
every
find one of those
Thursday
at?
from 6 to 7 p.m. Pacific
Oh,
Standard Time.
internet
I'll
yeah.
be talking about all kinds of things because on my show, it's all about you.
No.
I'll have
Am I
special
like 1
guests,
year too late on my
contests,
meme
and
queen?
giveaways.
You are
So
so
listen
far.
online to Corey Taylor
That's
Talks
so
far
Thursday
behind on
night
your
That's
memes.
so
6 to
April
7
14.
p.m. on VegasAllNetRadio.com.
I'm not
I
up
can't
at all
wait
on
to talk
memes,
to
so
you.
I never know.
I just know Alex from Target.
Hello, Vegas.
Because then my daughter we went through Starbucks the other day. Have you seen the Alex from Target
Join
meme?
me every Tuesday.
So there's this
from 4 to
kid
5 p.m.
from Target. Somebody
We'll be
randomly
talking
snapped
about
his photo, and
everything
he is an
and anything
internet
to change your life.
sensation now.
Sensation. He's
Just
been on
because of
Ellen.
Just because of the expression on his face, which just looks like
He's
he's
just
a bored
bagging.
teenager.
He's just a teenager bagging. He's a cute teenager bagging, but the tweens went into. I'll pull it up. The tweens went into overload to where my daughter's like, "Have you seen Alex from Target?" So now there's more. We go into
Hey Jeff,
Starbucks.
it's that time of year again.
FaceTiming.
Football
And
is
Target was
upon
the
us.
drive-thru, and
We're
she's
not talking about just
FaceTiming.
any
She's
type of
like,
football,
"What's
are
his
we?"
name, Mom?"
That's
I
right.
look, I said,
Vegas
"It's Joe."
Lions
She's
minor
like,
league football
I'm looking at
is
Joe
here.
from Starbucks.
Join Bill and I every Wednesday
Oh,
from noon
wow.
to 1
So
for the
it's,
Vegas Lions
oh,
weekly
like,
football show on
it's a thing.
VegasAllNetRadio.com
thing.
to discuss all
It's
things
become a thing.
related
And
to
then there's a
Vegas
lot
Lions
of
football.
Vegas Lions
background
football.
as to
Welcome to the
one
pride.
company tried to grab it as a marketing, like say that they started this viral marketing ploy just to piggyback on it, but it
So this is the original photo. It's just Alex from Target.
right,
kid.
that's it.
It looks like he's just kind of plugging away in his job.
Yeah, but there's all kinds of memes like, I fell in love with the way he scans my items slowly, then all at once.
Or there was one,
Which is a line out of Fault in Our Stars.
or this one, you had me at 23.37 plus tax.
Is it because he's like, Bieber-esque?
A little bit.
Well, Bieber's out.
I know. Well, Bieber is
So-
out and
Scanned my
Alex is
items
in.
when no one else would.
Yeah, yep, there's that one.
Is he the new Bieber?
Yes, basically.
Yeah, he's the new Bieber from Target. Like,
Retweet this in 6 seconds or he will never scan your items. I fell in love with the way he scans my items slowly, then all at once. Is that the one you
Yeah,
already
that's one.
said?
Yeah.
Every girl right now be like, "Hey, mom, can we go to Target?"
So I wonder who.
He's not our little secret anymore.
How did that get started? Like some girl, I'm sure,
just one of the fellow Target employees, I guess, snapped a picture of him and put it up on her Instagram or whatever, and
Yeah, see, someone secretly took his picture, posted it on Twitter,
and now
and
he's
just
famous.
started going from there.
And now he's famous just because he's like 12 and
How do
works
I
at
get?
Target.
I'm like, I got a fucking 1,000 pictures on the internet. And when am I gonna be like, I'm Desiree from that porn site or whatever? You know.
I mean, he's cute. He's cute.
Yeah, he's cute.
Yeah,
I
I
get
mean,
it.
he's cute, but not like.
If I was a little teen girl, I'd find him adorable.
That's true.
I'll have to look when my eyes can focus.
Even my daughter, who's like, she's really not. She's more like, for her, boys are people she could beat, not physically.
I was like,
no, she could physically.
She could, but
no, she likes to trample them on the soccer field.
but she wants to like be smarter than or tougher than, or she still sees him as competition. Yeah, she still sees him as competition, but even she's like, "Mom, did you see Alex from Target?"
Wow.
Her voice gets like a little deeper, like
he's like the
so
sixth
cute.
One Direction.
Right?
That's it, yeah.
Okay,
we do have Harry Love at home. Harry Styles Love. I mean, we got the posters. We got it.
I got Harry Love right here too.
Right. Me too.
It's a different kind of Harry Love.
Not really. It all goes back to the vagina anyway.
Well,
all roads
lead back to the vagina. Back to the V. Ugh, God, gross.
What would we call it, Vome?
Speaking of Harry, I need someone to volunteer to come shave my legs and all the rest of my body, because let me tell you, I can barely walk. Like, my back is so fucking fucked right now.
Okay, Craigslist ad. Let's do this.
So I go to bend over to shave my legs in the shower, and I have spinal stenosis and like central canal narrowing and broad-based bulging discs in my back, right? So all these things in combination equal I bend over, my legs go numb, and my knee gives out. Oh. So I bend over too long in the shower, I end up on the ground.
Get a shower chair.
AKA, I have forests itching on my legs.
Why doesn't Charles shave him for you? Where is? Why did he leave? He needs to be here so we can browbeat him.
Be here. I bribed him. I was like, please come with me. It's my birthday. Like, everything today.
It's my birthday.
Is, like, followed by, you have to because it's my birthday.
I wish I could do that shit.
Right. It's the one day a year that he actually shared his food with me, and I got to eat all of my own food. I was like, what just happened? I was like, it was just my birthday every day. I don't know how I'm so fat, and he's not 6 times larger than I am, because his rule in life is that what's his is his and what's mine is his when it comes to food. So he will literally finish, like, if I turn away, like, say I'm eating a chicken wing, right? And I set it down and I turn away, maybe to take a drink or whatever. If I look away and I look back and it's gone.
It's bone sucked clean.
Right. Where's the rest of my chicken wing?
Ain't even a gristle on there.
Right. He cleans my bones. After I'm done eating them, I apparently don't do a good enough job, so he finishes it off. And that's what he says that he's doing sometimes when there's still half the meat on there, that he's just
cleaning
helping
off your
me,
bones.
right? Clean my out. Oh, I thought you were done with that. Right? Just like
it's a half a pie.
Right? No, he doesn't like the sweets. Those are all mine. But we went
that might be the
right. That's why
the mitigating factor.
Right. So one time we went and got chicken breasts. Ironically, this isn't a racial stereotypical thing that it all has to do with chicken. But it just happened to be.
It doesn't become racially stereotypical until you throw the watermelon in there too.
Right. He hates watermelon, so.
Well, that's perfect.
Right.
Then, see.
So we go to Winco and we were grocery shopping. And you know, it's not good to grocery shop when you're hungry, right? So we stopped in the deli and got some chicken breasts, but I didn't eat mine. I wanted to wait till I got home, so I ate a little bit. And I got home and I set it on the counter, and then I went to the restroom. And when I came out of the restroom, I didn't have any more chicken.
Our hormones are playing over.
Oh, it's time for us to take a break then.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Should I stop talking? No, oh, so he was like.
Our promo's already played all the way through.
He was like, I didn't think you wanted it anymore because you left it there. I was like, I was going to the bathroom.
Pee.
Right. So that's my life. Yeah. So I don't know how that I don't eat all these calories that I'm still so fat. It shouldn't be that way. What's this?
Lip gloss. That makes sense why Mr. Toxie was texting me going, I can hear you guys on break. And I'm like, we're not on break. He's like, I can still hear you. I'm
What
like,
are you talking about?
To.
Kind of the point. All right, well then,
moment.
I guess that means we need to take a break.
Let's take a break.
All right. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back after these messages for more stories about chicken, poop, and watermelon.